Hello, you're watching Verdict 2015, your daily roundup of all the poll-related news from Bihar. I'm Ishan Russell, and these are the headlines that we're tracking right now. BJP President Amit Shah is confident of the NDA's win in these assembly elections, training guns at the Grand Alliance. Amit Shah said that if Nitish Kumar comes to power, then Lalu Prasad Yadav would indirectly control his government. Three-member election commission team to visit Bihar for reviewing poll preparedness for the remaining phases. Leaders of various political parties meet the election commission, demand slew of measures to ensure free and fair polls. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar tries to turn the tables in the BJP, seeks votes on the basis of his track record on development. And it's a battle for prestige in Mahua for the RJD. Party chief Lalu Yadav's eldest son is contesting from here. Well, the top story, BJP President Amit Shah is confident of the NDA's win in these assembly elections. Training guns at the Grand Alliance, Amit Shah said that if Nitish Kumar comes to power, then Lalu Prasad Yadav would indirectly control his government. Addressing a press conference in Patna, Shah also said that the BJP has been contesting the Bihar Assembly elections on the development agenda and would win the poll. He said that the BJP's primary focus in these elections has been the development of Bihar.
जो लोग इस चुनाव को भटकाने का प्रयास करते हैं उनको कहना चाहता हूं कि 90 नहीं है, 2015 है। गंगा में बहुत पानी बह चुका है। बिहार की जनता इन सब चीजों से ऊपर उठ गई है। पिछड़ों की बात कर पिछड़ों का शोषण कर आप अब शासन नहीं कर सकते। भारतीय जनता पार्टी एकमात्र पार्टी ऐसी है जिन्होंने सबसे ज्यादा पिछड़े मुख्यमंत्री दिए हैं और पिछड़ा प्रधानमंत्री देने का काम भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने किया है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने एक गरीब के बेटे को प्रधानमंत्री बनाने का काम किया है। मगर ये हम चुनाव में इसका मुद्दा कभी नहीं बनाते। हम चुनाव को विकास के एजेंडे पे ले जाने के लिए हमेशा तत्पर रहे।
The three-member election commission is on a two-day visit to Bihar to take stock of preparedness for the remaining phases of the assembly elections. The Chief Election Commissioner Naseem Zaidi and Election Commissioners A.K. Jyoti and Om Prakash Rawat met representatives of various political parties to get feedback and suggestions. Parties demanded a slew of measures to ensure free, fair and peaceful polling in the remaining phases. The major demands included deployment of central paramilitary forces and booths, steps to maintain communal harmony during the festive season, checks and announcement by central ministers that may work as inducement to voters, and monitoring of paid news, among others. Now, Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar addressed an election rally in Patna where he sought votes for the third five-year term on the basis of his track record for development.
Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar trying to turn the tables on the BJP by seeking votes on the basis of his track record of development. Addressing a public rally in Patna, he alleged that the BJP had betrayed the people by not walking the talk on development.
देखिए, हम काम के आधार पर वोट मांगने आए। भाजपा के लोगों की राजनीति अलग है। वो तरह-तरह का वादा करते और चुनाव के बाद वादे को भूल जाते। हमने 10 साल काम किया।
Patna will go to polls in the third phase. Nitish Kumar urged people to maintain peace and harmony during the voting, which will be near the festive season.
हम विनम्र प्रार्थना करेंगे। दशहरा और मुहर्रम एक साथ आ रहा। सद्भाव के माहौल को कायम रखिएगा और सद्भाव का माहौल कायम रखे रहेगा तो बिहार को आगे बढ़ने से दुनिया की कोई ताकत नहीं रोक सकती।
The third phase of election will be held on 28th of October. The first two phases saw a 55% voter turnout across 81 constituencies. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Now, the birthplace of Jayaprakash Narayan, Chhapra, is going to the polls on the 28th of October. Even after years of representation in the assembly by former Chief Minister of Bihar, Lalu Prasad, the district remains marginalized even today. Here's a detailed report on the district in our special segment, Spotlight.
Chhapra is the district of Jayaprakash Narayan, the hero of the revolution that followed the emergency. The Janata Dal family has been the undisputed leaders of Chhapra for a long time. It won't be wrong to say that Lalu Yadav has been the political identity of Chhapra for a long time, since 1977. But his popularity has been on the wane in recent decades. In the last Lok Sabha elections, Lalu's wife and former Chief Minister Rabdi Devi lost to the BJP's Rajiv Pratap Rudy. Despite these setbacks, Lalu Yadav plays an important role in the politics of Chhapra. After joining hands with Nitish Kumar, the political equations in Chhapra have been altered. But there is no dearth of issues in the former Chief Minister's constituency.
वर्षों से जिन मुद्दों पे हमेशा से कैंडिडेट्स लड़ते रहे हैं उसका कोई समाधान अभी नहीं हुआ है.
In the 2010 elections, the JDU bagged 4 seats and the BJP and RJD bagged 3 seats each. The BJP won from Taraiya, Garkha and Sonpur in 2010. The JDU won the Pasra, Amnor, Manji and Ekma seats, while the RJD bagged the Baniapur, Chhapra and Madhor seats. The BJP is contesting on 8 out of the 10 seats this time, while the other NDA constituents will be contesting in the remaining 2 seats. On the other hand, the JDU will contest from 2 seats here, while the RJD will fight from 7 and the Congress on 1 seat from this assembly constituency. All parties are confident of their victory.
हमें अन्य राज्यों में जिस प्रकार से अपनी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार चला रहे हैं और विकास करके दिखाया है, वह स्वरूप बिहार में भी दिखाई देगा.
आरजेडी को लोग नकार नहीं रहे हैं. वो कल जो घर घर मोदी कह रहे थे, आज गड़बड़ मोदी कह रहे हैं.
One of the main issues plaguing this region is a lack of any good educational institution. Also, lack of a good hospital is testimony to the poor health infrastructure here. Unemployment is also a big issue with mills shut. But despite such pressing issues, politics continues to be played on caste lines.
यहाँ समस्याओं पे नहीं लड़ा जाता है, ज्यादा जात के आधार पर लड़ा जाता है. जब आप इलेक्शन के 2-3 दिन पहले रातों रात यहाँ पे वोट जो है कन्वर्ट हो जाता है जात के आधार पे.
The only concern among locals is whoever comes to power, they should work towards resolving issues plaguing the area. Ravindra Sharan's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Right, let's now go across to Patna, from where we're joined by Amarnath Tiwari, assistant editor at The Hindu, to help us understand, Amarnath, as far as the main talking agenda in these polls, till some time ago it was reservation, but now everybody seems to be shifting back to the development plank. The BJP, of course, talking about it all the time, but Nitish Kumar also stressing on what he's done in the past 10 years now. Mr. Amarnath Tiwari, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So I was just asking that the development plank seems to be back on the talking table in terms of the major election pitch for most parties, including Chief Minister of Bihar, Nitish Kumar, who's been saying about the past 10 years that the development that he's brought about. So the conversation that was till some time ago about reservation now shifting to development.
Yes, sure. You know, no party can afford to say that they are, they're not raising the issue of development. They cannot divert themselves as a political party from the issue of development. But, you know, we all know that what kind of issues are being raised in Bihar poll. I mean, it's from caste to beef and cow slaughter, saitan, every tricks are being used. I mean, Nitish Kumar has been consistently raising this issue of development in his poll meetings, but not the Lalu Yadav and some BJP leaders. But yes, today, BJP President Amit Shah has, he was holding a press conference today morning, and he said that our issue has been the development. So, apparently the political parties are saying that the development has been the issue for them, but in poll meetings, when you visit the poll meetings, and you can find that the whole range of issues are being raised against each other.
So I guess it's one thing that's being said in press conferences and another in speaking to the electorate. But as far as the Election Commission's visit is concerned, Amarnath, just fill us in on that also, because it's critical, and the political parties, the Grand Alliance saying that the central ministers and the Prime Minister should watch what they're saying in terms of on offering inducements, while the other parties are saying that efforts should be done to ensure that there is peaceful polling. So in that sense, what kind of issues are dominating the Election Commission's mind now?
Election Commission is on Bihar visit for today, Bihar visit, and I think today they are holding a press conference in the evening also outside Patna, sorry. And they are keeping tab on what the political parties are saying, and in between they have also been issuing and dossiers, the letters, advisories to the political parties to divert their attention from all these, controversial statements and issues. But no political parties, even after the dossiers and advisories from the Election Commission, no political parties have kept or asked their leaders not to raise such controversial issues. Today, the BJP has emphatically said that, yes, our issue will be development, but we have to wait and watch whether they are being stick to it or not.
All right, interesting point you make about the BJP over there, because a couple of days ago the news came in that the BJP was changing its election strategy midway, projecting more local leaders rather than central leaders. So as far as the ranks within the BJP go, how's the mood over there? Do they also sense what the media conjecture is of there being a little bit of concern in the NDA?
Oh, definitely. After first two phases of poll, first and second polls, the BJP has apparently has changed its strategy. They have changed their tack for the campaign. Earlier it was all big BJP leaders like Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Party President Amit Shah. Their posters and billboards and hoardings were plastered the whole Patna capital town. But now the change has come on, and the NDA leaders and the state BJP leaders have also come up on these posters, and even the advertisements. I was going through the local newspapers, and what the BJP has put up the advertisements in micromanagement, like failures of Nitish Kumar and all these things. They have pointed it out where Nitish Kumar government has failed in delivering justice and development to the state. So they are changing their tack.
All right, they might be changing their tack, but how much resonance is it finding among the voters? The final result would only perhaps tell us of that. But in terms of what you're hearing from the ground, what are the issues that are dominating the people's mind? Because all the constituency profiles that we have done is still very basic issues that really are the need of the electorate. But the conversation being more about reservations and minority, majority and other such things.
On ground level, when you start visiting the constituencies, you can find that the issues which have come to the voters, especially in rural areas, remote areas, and that, comes more than 80% of the state. The real issue is just caste. Caste has been, a huge consolidation and galvanization of the caste in this election that we had not seen in the last 3-4 elections. And this development is not basically among the minds of voters in rural part of the state. The two things that we have observed while traveling across the state among what is going on among the voters, that is, one is caste and the second is the anti-incumbency or incumbent MLA's performance. In some constituencies, voters are voting against the sitting MLA just because of their, they were not doing well in their constituency for the last 2-3 terms. But yes, caste has been the dominant factor in this election.
All right, so caste still dominating the election rhetoric and also the conversation, even among voters. So in that sense, Amarnath, then how do you see it shaping up, especially in the third phase, with a lot of key candidates in the fray this time around, and also especially for the RJD, because a couple of RJD bastions are going for here. Lalu Prasad's eldest son will also be contesting in this phase. So as far as the future for the RJD is concerned, this phase critical?
Yeah, definitely. This phase is critical for both of the blocks. The BJP-led NDA and the Nitish Lalu-led Grand Alliance. Because, BJP has put in all its resources and they have changed their strategy just because of this not very encouraging trend in the first two phases. So they have put in all their efforts and energy to for the third phase, because if they would, the same result will come and the same trend will come in the third phase also. I mean, that will be a very dangerous situation for the BJP and even for the Nitish Lalu-led Grand Alliance also, because Lalu's, as you rightly pointed out, that the two sons of Lalu Prasad, they are also contesting from Raghopur and Mahua Assembly Constituency in Vaishali district. So they are putting their focus, I mean, Lalu's also important focus is these two constituencies, and he wants that his two sons get through in this election. Otherwise, I mean, if they will lose, then he will also be politically finished, particularly his family.
All right, so just asking to stick your neck out of Amarnath, but in terms of caste consolidation, how are the respective parties standing up in terms of the RJD? Of course, it's been targeting Lalu Prasad's community, the Yadavs. Nitish Kumar has the Kurmis, the BJP has been trying to target the upper caste. But as far as the backward caste go, those were the critical factors where Jitan Ram Manjhi and others could have played a critical role. How about these smaller parties? How are the caste alliances shaping up for them?
You know, earlier it was believed that BJP would make a dent among the Yadav caste, and earlier it was a situation, I mean, it was seemingly in favor of the BJP, and there was a perception that BJP would gain in this election. But, I mean, gradually when they started and they campaigning against Lalu Yadav, the Yadav vote bank galvanized, and interestingly, what the BJP was hoping earlier that Kurmis would not vote for the Yadavs and Yadavs would not vote for Kurmis. But interestingly, their votes are being transferred in the first two phases. But yes, in certain part of the state, like central part of Jahanabad and Gaya and Aurangabad, there was some dent in EBC, extremely backward class communities. I mean, they had voted for BJP because of Jitan Ram Manjhi factor.
All right, so Jitan Ram Manjhi, we'll have to see how the fortunes turn out for him. But as far as the other smaller parties, the LJP, the RLSP is there, and even Congress is the stage, given the number of seats they are contesting, how are they shaping up?
You know, I mean, they are banking on, like LJP and other alliance partners like RLSP and Jitan Ram Manjhi's party, Hindustani Awam Morcha, they are largely in their seats, they are banking on the BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's charisma. Their caste is not very evenly distributed, proportionate in all other constituencies. But Paswans, except Paswans and Manjis, they are voting for the NDA. What we have come to know and what we have seen in the first two phases of poll. But other castes are voting for the Grand Alliance. I mean, Nitish Kumar has always been an EBC factor, and Nitish Kumar has been always propagating that he has done very lot of things for the welfare of the EBC.
All right, Amarnath Tripathi, we'll have to leave it over there. But thank you very much for coming in and helping us understand the nuances of the election campaign in Bihar at this stage before it goes to the polls in the third phase. On that note, we'll take a very quick break. On the other side, lots of election-related news. We'll be doing special constituency profiles as well, so do stay tuned.
Tales that inspire, stories of social change. A salute to diversity, promoting public discourse. Events that motivate, inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries every Friday at 10:30 p.m., Saturday 12:30 p.m. and Sunday at 1 p.m.
Welcome back. You're watching Verdict 2015. Now, the Mahua Assembly constituency has become a battle for prestige for the RJD. Party chief Lalu Prasad Yadav's elder son, Tej Pratap Yadav, is contesting from here. Now, this scene has been the long-held bastion of the RJD in the JTU, and with the sitting MLA fighting on an NDA ticket, the contest really has become very interesting.
The Mahua Assembly seat in Vaishali district has become a VIP hot seat. The reason being, former Chief Minister and RJD Chief Lalu Yadav's elder son Tej Pratap Yadav is fighting from this seat. The NDA has retained sitting MLA Ravindra Rai from the seat to contest against Tej Pratap. The assembly seat has been a JDU stronghold for a long time. The seat has become a prestige battle for Lalu Yadav. Lalu's daughter Misa Bharti is in charge of Tej Pratap's election campaign here.
हर एक 5 साल पे कोई ना कोई विधायक और एमपी बनता है, फिर भी ये स्थिति है तो ये महुआ का दुर्भाग्य है। और मुझे लगता है कि अब महुआ के लोग तेज प्रताप को अगर अपनी विश्वास तेज प्रताप में दिखाते हैं तो मुझे लगता है कि क्योंकि मैं एक बहन होने के नाते, मैं पार्टी के नाते नहीं कह रही हूँ, मैं एक बहन होने के नाते मुझे लगता है कि तेज प्रताप इस समस्या से जरूर निजात दिलाएगा।
In 2010, the JDU won the seat with Ravindra Rai emerging victorious. Now Rai is in the fray on an NDA ticket.
तेज प्रताप जी को तो छोड़ दीजिए, उनके पिता श्री लालू प्रसाद यादव जी को हम चुनौती देते हैं कि महुआ के ऐतिहासिक गांधी मैदान में हम ही से खुला बहस कर ले, और 35 वर्षों में वो क्या किए और 3.5 वर्षों में के कार्यकाल में मैंने क्या किया, उस पर बहस हो जाए और लोग उस पर फैसला कर देंगे।
Mahua has been known for its indigo and tobacco production, but now things are changing. There are 36 panchayats in this constituency. Apart from education, infrastructure, electricity and water, unemployment is a big issue here.
विकास चाहिए, शिक्षा, पानी, रोजगार, युवा और क्या चाहिए, जातिवाद का खत्म।
There are a total of 2,07,869 voters in this constituency. Approximately 21.49% voters are from the scheduled castes. About 15.69% of the voters are Muslims. This area is still an RJD-JDU bastion as candidates from these parties have been winning elections since 1990 here. Ravindra Sheran's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Shifting focus to Hajipur, where banana plantations are a source of livelihood for the farmers there. But lack of investment in industry has meant that farmers have not been able to reap the real benefits from their produce.
Banana plantations are a major source of livelihood for farmers in Hajipur. Large areas of land here are dedicated to banana plantations, with a major bulk of the produce exported to nearby states. The large tracts of the plantation are clearly visible from the bridge over the river Ganga on the way from Patna to Hajipur.
पहले रेट वगैरह केला का सही था, लेकिन अभी वैसा रेट नहीं मिल रहा है। और जैसे मान लीजिए कि लगन का सीजन में तो कुछ सही रहता है, उसके बाद तो 30 रुपये 40 रुपये घोर हो जाता है।
The banana plant can be easily grown with water from bore wells. The income from such a produce is also impressive. But due to lack of support from the government, farmers are facing several problems. Apart from the plant, the leaves and the banana stem can be a source for a parallel industry. But lack of infrastructure here has meant that this potential cannot be tapped into.
प्रॉफिट है नहीं, इसलिए दिक्कत हर किसान को है, समस्या गंभीर है। सरकारी मदद मिले तो अच्छा रहेगा।
किया तो बहुत कुछ जा सकता है, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से कुछ हेल्प मिले तब तो, लेकिन यहाँ गवर्नमेंट ध्यान ही नहीं देती।
Farmers here are hoping that the government turns its attention to their plight so that they can reap rich dividends. This is Ravindra Sheran's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Now bringing the spotlight to today's issue from the ground in Bihar. Education was a shining spot in Bihar at one point of time. Today it's in shambles. The primary education system in the state is in tatters and the youth are leaving the state for higher education. In fact, basic infrastructure is missing from schools, including lack of teachers. So we take a look at the education system of Bihar.
A dusty road leads to this school. This is not an institution in some remote area of Bihar. This school is situated in Patna district, barely an hour's drive from the city centre. The sight of this well-maintained building is but a farce, because the reality is quite the opposite. There are posters promoting the importance of safe drinking water. The children are dressed in uniforms, all signs that there has been a marked improvement in the standard of education. But take one step inside and the reality hits you. The responsibility of teaching this whole lot of students rests upon just one teacher.
1 to 5 तक मैडम कोई स्पेशल विषय का बहाली नहीं होता है, वो सब जनरल 5 तक पढ़ाएं, सभी सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाने के लिए होते हैं मैडम।
Students of 3 different classes share a classroom. Even though 3 teachers have been assigned to this school, currently only Jitendra Prasad is holding the fort here. The other 2 teachers are away in Patna for training.
हमारे यहाँ शिक्षक आज जो है ना 4 दिन के लिए पढ़ो पटना के प्रशिक्षण में गए हुए हैं, तो अकेले हैं तो 2 क्लास एडजस्ट कर पाएंगे, और यदि सभी शिक्षक रहते हैं तो हम क्लास लगाते हैं। जैसा कि देख रहे हैं 2 क्लास मेरा बंद है, तो अकेले रहने के कारण फर्स्ट और सेकंड क्लास उसमें बगल वाला में है और 3, 4, 5 इसमें है मैडम।
The students themselves are clueless about everything from the syllabus to what they're being taught. The worst part is, this is not an isolated case. The situation is almost the same everywhere, from Patna to Kishanganj, from primary education to secondary.
गणित की किताब, हिंदी का, इंग्लिश के।
इंग्लिश में पढ़ा? इंग्लिश में क्या पढ़ाया आज?
आज नहीं पढ़ाए।
अच्छा, गणित में क्या पढ़ाया?
खाली लिखना लिखाया है।
गणित में क्या पढ़ाया था?
समय सारणी।
नहीं, समय सारणी तो ठीक है, लेकिन आज पढ़ाया क्या था इसके अलावा? कैसे बनाते हैं समय सारणी?
ऐसे।
All these students have high hopes for the future. Some want to be doctors, some engineers, and some even government officials. But seeing the dire state of education here, their dreams are bound to die young. While the introduction of para-teachers brought the promise of employment, it also brought along a worry about falling standards. The ASER report of 2014 says that the percentage of students enrolled in schools in Bihar is between 50 and 59%. This figure is among the lowest in the country. In 2013, only 7.7% students sought admission to private schools. The figure went up to 11.2% in 2014. The report also highlights the poor standard of education in the schools in Bihar. Arfa Khanam Sherwani's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, that's all from us. Goodbye.